Hello there and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with another The Hunter Classic and Call of the Wild video. Now in this video I'm going to talk about a survey that was recently released by the Hunter team relating to hunting ducks in the Hunter Call of the Wild. Now I think it was yesterday in their Discord they posted a SurveyMonkey survey relating to duck hunting in Call of the Wild. Do you like duck hunting in Call of the Wild? Do you not like duck hunting in Call of the Wild? What needs to change? We want you to fill out the survey to help us improve ducks in Call of the Wild. Now, the survey was very, very interesting as someone who has always really wanted the ducks and the duck hunting system in Hunter to be improved in Call of the Wild. Now, one of the questions was, have you ever hunted ducks in the game The Hunter Classic, which is kind of the forefather to the Hunter Call of the Wild, and then just questions about how would you rate the duck hunting experience in the Hunter Classic, and do you prefer Call of the Wild duck hunting or classic duck hunting, and do you agree with the statements of is it fun to shoot ducks while they're resting on the water or while they're flying, and just how often do you hunt them, how would you rate the hunting experience of these ducks in Call of the Wild. Now, if you've played Call of the Wild and hunted ducks at all, you'll know that the best thing to do with hunting ducks is to just run around and shoot them with a 22, like either the pistol or the rifle. Now, that's just not really fun. I only ever shoot ducks as an opportunity kill. I never go out and specifically look for ducks. So, how challenging do you find it? It's so easy. And it's just using the calls and decoys. It just doesn't work. It's not anywhere near as good as the Hunter Classic. Now, I decided to jump onto my Leighton Lakes map on the Hunter Call of the Wild just to demonstrate how to best hunt ducks in Call of the Wild and what I mean by the difference to the Hunter Classic, which I will move on to in a moment. Now, to me, duck hunting in Call of the Wild it's just not fun. I find it very boring, there's no real challenge to it, and there's no real reward to it. Getting diamonds is extremely easy because, oh, I see a level 3 duck, and I shot it with a 22 at whatever distance. It's not hard at all. And the rares are not rare at all. Like melanistic ducks, blonde ducks, brown hybrids, even leucistics, which are the less common of the few variants, they're just not rare. They're not rare at all. Like, if you compare it to the Hunter Classic and how their rares are, this is just, it's ridiculous. Like, this is the first flock of ducks I came across, and the one duck that I spotted because I wanted to shoot a drake actually happened to be a brown hybrid, which I think if that's the first flock of ducks I'm coming across, that just goes to show that they are just too common. And I really would love to see there be more challenge to getting ducks like this for your lodge, because the Call of the Wild team have done such a fabulous job of making them look so beautiful. Like that green head on the mallard drakes. Just look at it in the harvest screen just now. It's so beautiful, and the shine that they've managed to put on those feathers is really lovely. So I would really, really, really love to see ducks become less of a meme, because amongst people that play Call of the Wild, and you probably know this if you play Call of the Wild, there's the whole meme of ducks don't count as a diamond, and the meme of the ducks aren't really rare, even if they are technically a rare. So that, I'd love to see those things be improved. So let's compare that to the Hunter Classic. Now, this is my very, very modest duck setup in the Hunter Classic. It is just a few decoys at the minute, a couple of spinners, and a blind. But this works for getting ducks to come in for me at the moment, and I'm really happy with it. Now, I really love using the decoys, working out where the birds were flying through, and then setting up to call them in. And I find it a really rewarding experience. And having the spinners and everything, it just adds to that realism, which is so good with these games, and it really helps to immerse you. So, just taking a look at the map called Rougarou Bayou, which is where you hunt ducks in the Hunter Classic, and just having a look at it. So, up here in the green areas, you can find whitetail, bobcat, and black bear, and then down more into the swampy areas is where you want to be shooting ducks. Now, if they could port this map directly into the Hunter Call of the Wild, put whitetail and bobcat on it, I think this map would be brilliant. And you could even have black bear, the same as on this map, just have all the same species, have the mallards, have the Gadwall, the Pintail, and just have this map, and I would be so happy, and have the duck mechanics work the same as this. Now, this is just going to be a series of clips of me attempting to shoot ducks. I am a terrible shot. I'm still trying to get used to the mechanics of getting, actually hitting ducks in Classic with a shotgun, which I find it really actually satisfying when I do manage to hit a couple, because it is just a bit more challenging than sitting and shooting them off the water with the 22. So I really do enjoy this challenge, and just the extra, oh, it's with a shotgun, that's how ducks should be hunted, that's how ducks are hunted. So basically this is just a series of clips of me doing that, and I'm going to make some awful attempts at shots in this, so be warned, if you're a much better shot than I am, it's probably going to make you cringe. So let's talk about this then. There's been the whole thing about the clue that has been dropped, which I've done a video on if you want to go and look at it, with the piece of paper that was shown on one of the weekly stream pictures of a lodge out in Hirschfelden, and outside the lodge is the picnic tables, and under one of the legs of the tables was a piece of paper. And that seems to be the one clue that has been dropped so far. There could be more out there could be more to come. There's been a lot of talk about what that's about. One of the things was dogs, right? Okay, dogs. Dogs in Classic are used for duck retrieving as one of the main things. Like, you have your pointers, your retrievers, and your scent hounds. This would fit very well with the fact that they've just done a survey on duck hunting, if they're looking to improve the duck hunting system in preparation for maybe adding retrievers. Now that, I think, could be very interesting, and maybe it is another hint at something to come in the future, whether it's related to that clue or not. So that's definitely an interesting way to look at it, I feel. And I really do wonder what is going to come out of that. And the fact that the Call of the Wild team are putting out these surveys, I think it's really, really good, because it shows that they're listening to what the community want and what we think about things, which is really, really good, and it's something you don't see too many game developers doing, which I'm just so pleased to see it. Like, every time they put out a survey, I go and fill it in, and I can only recommend that you do that as well, because if we want them to improve certain things on the games, then we have to give them the feedback. Otherwise, they've got nothing to base it off of. And like I said, I think it's really, really cool that they are doing that and they are listening to us. And they're obviously, these games are brilliant. I love the Hunter Classic, I love the Hunter Call of the Wild, but there's always going to be scope for improvement with pretty much any game. So having the developers actually put these things out and listen to us, like I said, I just think it's brilliant. And I'm going to link the duck hunting survey in the description, so if you can, please go and fill that out and just put your ideas down as well, and hopefully there'll be a good amount of these ideas coming forth so that they can really gauge how the community feels about ducks in Call of the Wild. And hopefully we might even get more stuff like in Classic, but bringing it into Call of the Wild, which I think would be really, really awesome. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with me shooting, or attempting to shoot, more ducks, and then me picking them up. I didn't manage to get anything particularly huge in this, but just some decent kills and just some nice shooting that I really enjoyed doing. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you very, very much for watching, and please tell me in the comments what you think about the clue, what you think about the survey, and yeah, just let's talk about duck hunting. Yeah, thank you very much.